Yo, what is going on, guys? John back with another video, and today we're talking about Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum has had himself an amazing season with the Boston Celtics, merging himself into one of the best players in the Eastern Conference right now. Tatum has always had the potential to be one of the league's best players, and this season he has showed that he's put in the much-needed work to elevate his game. On the season, he's averaging 22.4 points, 6.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1.4 steals, shooting 38.2% from 3 and 44.3% from the field through 50 games en route to his first career All-Star game selection. Jayson Tatum is now in his prime, and it's going to be really fun to see how he improves on his game, because he's already so good at only 21 years old, which is insanely scary because I can't imagine how good he can be when he puts in more work, expands his game, and improves on his defense. The thing with Jayson Tatum is that he has that it factor. Many players have also realized this, including one of the best players in the NBA right now, Kawhi Leonard, who he played yesterday and gave him the absolute work on live television. He also got very high praise from Kawhi, which is obviously huge, coming from one of the best two-way players in the NBA and one of the best players in the NBA plural. The thing with Tatum is that he isn't scared of his competition in the slightest. He knows that he puts in the work to be able to go ahead and compete with the game's best players. And at just 22 years old, he's already a very good player who just this season got selected to his first career All-Star game, and everything is trending upwards for him. Just give JT a couple more seasons, I promise you he's going to be one of the game's best players. One thing I will say that he needs to work on his defense. Not that it's bad, but it could definitely improve. Just imagine Tatum's offense with Kawhi-like or Paul George-like defense. That is just a scary sight for the NBA right there. The list goes on and on for what Jayson Tatum can do as a basketball player. There's honestly so little limitations on his game, and a bunch of great things that he does as a basketball player. The one thing that I admire with Jayson Tatum's game is that he became a really good player very early. Usually you see young players start to get on track. Usually you're on like third, fourth, maybe even fifth season, but not Tatum. Tatum has been a pretty good player for all three of his seasons, with this year obviously being his best season by far. I honestly feel like there's nothing stopping Jayson Tatum from becoming the best basketball player you can possibly be. And honestly, in my opinion, the sky is the limit for Jayson Tatum. He can go as far as he pushes himself to go. You got to have that motivation, that confidence, and he just has it. Like I said, he has that it factor. When the game's on the line, Game 7 NBA Finals, whatever it is, Jayson Tatum wants that ball. He's a fierce competitor, and he just has that it factor, man. He was very close with the late Kobe Bryant, by the way, RP Kobe, and he trained with him a lot, and he has that Mamba mentality, and that's why he's such a great basketball player. When you're around great basketball players, you also become a great basketball player. That's why a lot of basketball players want to train with amazing legend basketball players, because they can pick their brains and learn a lot about the game of basketball that they didn't know before, and they end up learning that and becoming a way better basketball player. That's why I admire Jayson Tatum. That's why I've always admired Kobe Bryant for pushing players to become better versions of themselves. Even though we all know the Celtics and Lakers have always been rivals, but that's not what basketball is all about. I mean, I suppose that's what it's all about in the moment. But when you retire, none of that stuff matters, bro. It's all about helping young players improving their games, and also spreading knowledge to the younger generations as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Jayson Tatum, I'm a big fan of Jayson Tatum's game. Can't wait to see how he can improve. I know he's going to have a long, crazy long career. Hoping the best for Jayson Tatum. Like I said, I'm a big fan. But I've been watching him since he was at Duke. I know he was about to ball out in the NBA. And another thing I admire about Jayson Tatum's game is that he's a very fierce competitor. He will die for the game of basketball. He will defend the opposing team's best player. On offense, he will ball out, shoot, rebound, pass. He will do it all. He's just an all-around great basketball player. And the Celtics got themselves an absolute gem. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Make sure you like us up down below. See you boy John. And I'm out, man.